All right, another problem that a lot of students seem to encounter as well is not knowing really how to construct a sentence in a way that's nice and smooth. I mean, I'm guilty of this myself. So sometimes what will happen, and I've simplified this way down just to make my point. I mean, there aren't actually students coming in with this particular thing, but I figured I'm hungry and it's kind of easy. So sometimes I'll get a sentence that is something along the lines of like, I ate. And it really needs to be part of a larger sentence or have more added onto it. This is kind of a sentence fragment because all we have is a subject and a verb. The subject is the person who performs whatever the action of the verb is. So I ate. So the verb, the action, is the act of eating in the past tense. So if we then go on to the next sentence, we get one with more of the components, but it sounds clunky and just off. Hamburgers are for me. And like I said, these are not actual sentences. They're more like variations on themes that I've seen students come in with. So we do have a subject, our hamburgers. We've got our verb, and then we've got our object, which is so if the subject is performing the action, the object is the one receiving the action. So let's say the sentence was something like, I threw the ball to Bill. So I am the subject performing the action, which is throwing, to Bill, who is the one receiving the ball or the action. So Bill is the object in that particular sentence. So then let's take a look at our last example here. I eat hamburgers from the diner. So I eat, so I'm the subject, eating is the verb, hamburgers, that's the object because I'm eating something. What am I eating? I'm eating hamburgers. And then from the diner. That gives us a little bit more detail and rounds out the sentence. So let's say, for example, you were writing a psychology paper, and you were writing it about, I don't know, let's pick something not too terrible. Let's pick narcissism. For those of you that don't know what narcissism is, it's basically, if you've ever met someone who just loves themselves and doesn't think they ever do anything wrong and will bristle like real bad if you try and call them out on anything, that's basically a low-level narcissist. A large-scale narcissist would be the kind of person who drives an entire country towards war. You know, think like some of the really bad guys throughout history. And perhaps some current politicians, depending on which way you stand with things. But anyway, so I, the subject, eat, the verb, hamburgers, the object. So think in terms of, I need to have a subject in every sentence. There needs to be an identifiable verb, something that is performing an action. And then there also needs to be whatever that action is being performed on, or whoever is receiving that action. So here it's the hamburgers. Gosh, I must be hungry. And then of course we add a little bit into from the diner, just as a phrase to qualify more. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video.